Welcome to Quick Talk.
Welcome to Quick Talk Live.
Live!
I'm Tyler.
I'm Jamie.
So today we're going to be talking about Stuber. We're going to be checking that out today.
Yep, which has been blowing up the internet, all over the internet.
They wish. Like you and me don't really watch too many comedies because most of them suck. But,
yeah, basically.
But because they're just, they're structured to just be joke machines and no real character personalities or anything like that.
Cash cows, pretty much.
Yeah.
You don't just film funny people. Comedy isn't just about the screenplay. It's not about the actors solely. These days, a lot of comedy is just a question of you get some capable director to point the camera at funny people who improvise, and then in the edit they cobble together some piece of shit, which is kind of funny, but if you forget the next day.
So, but like this one, we're seeing this one because it looks like it could be pretty interesting, at least, or some type.
Yeah, it looks like our kind of humor.
Yeah, like
for the most part.
Yeah, because the duo of Kumail Nanjiani and Dave Bautista, it looks like that could be a fun dynamic.
Yes,
I think that's what's really attracting me to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
The animal, can anything stop? The animal.
Well, basically, simply put, the guy, as built as he is, his wrestling in-ring work was pretty basic at best.
Yeah.
Not exactly. He wasn't exactly a scientific genius of sorts. He's just a big bound muscle dude who had maybe a few moves here or there, and heck, his finishing move was a sit-down powerbomb. These days, that's as basic as a clothesline, But wasn't really on the Batista bandwagon. But you know what? Props to him. Somehow he got insanely popular with the people. In fact, he was pretty much neck and neck, in my view, with another guy by the name of John Cena. Two guys that you got Johnny 2 moves, and then Batista and Davey 3 moves of sorts. Not exactly great in-ring workers.
Right, but out of the two, we prefer Batista over John Cena.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Especially these days because of a little movie we saw a while ago called Guardians of the Galaxy. But you know what? He was a good draw.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He was a good draw. He brought in a good number of dollars for the E, But much respect to his success that he had.
I think he did find his calling as an actor.
I don't know, something about like going back to what we were saying about Drax.
Mm-hmm.
He killed it.
Yeah, when we first saw Guardians of the Galaxy, before we actually saw the movie and we saw the trailer, Batista's in this? We were like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So that's like when wrestlers start doing acting, it's like hit or miss, mostly miss.
Oh, totally. Yes.
So
I mean, of course, you got your exceptions. You got that Dwayne guy.
Yeah. The Rock is the biggest success story in that regard.
Especially these days.
Yeah, exactly. So. Sure, Hulk Hogan found success when he started acting, but, this was it was very few and far between, and it's mostly because it's just his name, not his talent, that sold those movies.
Basically, and the consistency just wasn't there. Because,
Yeah.
Because here's the difference. The Rock, his movies still stay in theaters.
Yeah, and most of them are of good quality.
Yes.
Yes.
But
yeah, so when we saw Batista in Guardians of the Galaxy, we were just worried about it. I was like, oh, I hope this doesn't suck. And it didn't. To our surprise, he was great.
He stole the show.
He was funny.
He was funny.
So he was fantastic in it. Through almost anything he does, I'm just gonna, check it out and see what.
For the most part,
it's
one of those things where it's like, I'll give him a chance.
He was in Blade Runner 2049, and and he was part of one of those web shorts as well.
Yes.
And then he was at the beginning of the film. So you get to see a little bit more dramatic chops that he has, and
right.
I thought he did good.
I thought so too.
Yeah, so
He was also a Bond villain.
that's
He was
right.
Inspector.
He was Inspector,
and I liked him in that too.
Yeah, he was a great Bond villain. I mean, he didn't really say much.
No,
But-
but that's the beauty of it,
Yeah.
because he was more imposing.
Yeah, I would have liked it if they kept him around though.
Yeah.
Like he could have been the next, and I use this term endearingly. He could have been the next Jaws.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd be on board for that.
Yeah, like a much more menacing version of
Yeah,
Jaws.
yeah, I would have been on board for that.
You know, I found it funny. I don't know how. I mean, so far he hasn't gotten any backlash from this. But when some fan, and I told you about this, when some fan on Twitter fan casted him to be in like a Fast and the Furious movie, he completely declined it. He was like, "No, I only do good movies." I was like, "Oh shit," you know. And it's like, but that's the thing too. It's like the Fast and the Furious movies, for some fucking reason, make so much money. And that's why we keep getting them. I mean, I guess because of the entertainment value, they're just dumb fun. I get it.
Yeah.
But, you know, the fact that he could have easily just accepted the movie and made an easy paycheck.
Sure.
But he declined it.
Yeah.
You know, because he knows that they're mostly garbage. But, you
Especially
know.
this new one coming out.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, I
God.
mean, so despite that being said, despite whether or not this movie is bad or just mediocre, I think that, you know, he saw something in this project that he liked. It's not an easy he wasn't going for an easy paycheck. He saw something in this project that he liked.
Yep.
And, you know, he's going for it. Whether it's a success or a failure, I mean, it's still something that he feels that he could do a good job with.
There is all this potential. It's like you got this guy who's like slowly becoming, like, getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to find the right tools and the right catalyst to help him out.
Yeah, and he was in he was in one of those direct-to-video sequels for Escape Plan.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like, obviously, I guess he did it because, again, that's probably just a project that he knew it wasn't going to be like a great movie, maybe, you know, but it's a project that he believed in, so he did it.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not everything that, you know, you touch is going to turn to gold.
No. So with this movie, we're going to go in with, I think, low to mid-range expectations. You know,
I'm just going to go in with an open mind.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the
No.
only way you could go. It's 50-50 with this type, because that's the reviews. That's what I'm seeing. To me, a lot of comedies now come out where it's done in the tone where it's so obviously a comedy that you're conditioned to laugh at it because the way it looks, the way it sounds, the way the characters act, you already have a preconceived notion of like, okay, I'm in laugh mode now.
Plus also who's in it.
Yeah. So, but this movie doesn't look like it's trying to do that. This movie looks like it's just trying to do a different approach to things and trying to be, you know, it's funny. It has funny moments, but there's some other stuff going on in it. And it has an interesting concept. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.
Out.
Bye-bye.